awesome. All right. Hey, I'm going to do a fun game that the audience can participate in just as much as the people on stage. Called Story Time. I need everybody up here. That's in the troop for now. Yes, here. All right. How this game is played is I'm going to get some suggestions from you, and we're going to come up with a title for a story that you guys would like to hear. And they are going to say the story, speak the story to you guys, tell you guys what's going on. As I point to them, they will speak. When I stop pointing at them, they will stop speaking, and the person I'm pointing at will continue picking up the story flawlessly, hopefully. Okay? Now here's where it comes for you guys. All right? I need everybody's participation to make this fun. If somebody messes up the story, okay, you guys get the privilege to shout out at the top of your lungs in unison, you know, 3-part harmony. Die, motherfucker, die!
Oh, she's played. Oh my.
She has played before. Awesome. Cheater, so this is a chance for everybody in the audience to swear, to curse, to just be a part of the show. Okay? And when they are killed, when you say die, motherfucker, die, the person who is speaking at the time of that it's said will perform his or her own death. Okay? Now when it comes down to the last person, they have 2 sentences to sum up the motto of the story, the meaning of the story, and a bit of advice about the story. Moral, yes. Thank you. Moral or a bit of advice about the story, okay? And sum it up in 1 sentence and then the moral. Now, if you guys don't like that last ending, and you shout out, die motherfucker die on the last person, then everybody that's dead on stage gets up zombified and kills the person on stage. A lot of fun. Okay? So, let me get your favorite fairy tale.
Purple Dog Movie.
The Sword in the Stone!
But we're not doing that. No. Okay.
You need to be.
Let me get now an object.
Tissue
Pipe wrench. Object? Snowblower. A snowblower.
Oil.
And let me get a location. Chicago.
Honduras.
Africa.
Okay, awesome. I like this. I like this. The Little Mermaid visits Chicago and buys a fork. Okay? It's an awesome fairy tale. You guys I'm sure know all about it. But in case, to recap your memories, Exclamaquest is going to tell you all about it. Oh, yes, good idea. Now, quick practice. On the count of 3, I want everybody in here to shout out at the top of their lungs, die, motherfucker, die. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Die, motherfucker, die! If you don't feel like cursing, you can say fudger. Okay, so this is Little Mermaid visits Chicago, it buys a fork, and go!
So, the Little Mermaid, Ariel, was in the water swimming around like Echo the Dolphin, and she was having a great time, but she thought to herself, man, I'd really like some legs. So she went to
the guy who could give legs to her. He knew how to, cut a fish open and make 2 fins into legs. So she went to him and she got her legs, and then she got out of the water. And where'd she end up? She was in
She was in Lake Tallahassee, which is nowhere near Chicago. But for some reason, she had this inkling within her gut, within her biological clock, that she had to be in Chicago. So she said, "Hey, Mr. Busman," who happened to be right there because she was at a bus depot. And she's like, "Hey," and he's like, "What?" "Hey, what?" "Oh, hey."
So as soon as she got past the confusion of yelling at the bus depot man, she realized that she shouldn't be taking a Greyhound alone. So she brought along her fish Flounder, who was out of water at the time and about halfway out of Florida died. So after he died out of Florida, she realized maybe she could get a little nutrients out of him.
Let's go.
But she had no way to eat him. She couldn't just take Flounder and stick it in her face. She had to get a fork. And she was already on her way to Chicago. There were no forks on the bus. If she gets off the bus, then there's no way to get to Chicago. So she thought, all right, I'm going to keep Flounder in the cooler that is on the bus.
Stop. Go.
in the back of the bus with the old smelly lady. Because he smells like the old smelly lady and nobody will know that my fish is in this cooler, so it's safe. So she got off the bus when she thought she was in Chicago, and she found a Taco Bell. So she went there to get a fork, but they gave her a spork.
Stop. Go.
And unfortunately, this spork had a weird curvature to it where the lines extending the fork part should be. She didn't know what to do with this. She'd never seen this foreign object before. She thought at first it might be the mythical dinglehopper. Unfortunately, no. The dinglehopper, as she knew, was just a fork with two curved sides on the left and right prongs.
Stop. Go.
And the left and right prongs were not apparent on the spork, so she ended up putting it in her eye and putting her one eye out. Figuring that she only had one good eye, 50% vision, she didn't think that she should go to Chicago, so she stopped off in Cincinnati for a while. When she was in Cincinnati, she realized that's a horrible place too, so got a transfer over on a plane to Chicago and got to Chicago much quicker.
Stop. Go.
Once she arrived in Chicago off the plane, the first thing she did was go to Panda Express, because she knew that they give you a fork and a knife and a napkin all in one little thing. But she didn't order any food, and then they wouldn't give her the napkin or the fork or all that other
Stop.
shit.
Go.
So she was like, where the fuck is my fork? And the guy was like, you don't get a fork. You know what you get is 2 egg rolls. And she's like, I didn't buy 2 egg rolls. I didn't ask for 2 egg rolls. He's like, 2 egg rolls. And he's like, I don't want this.
And at the end, all she got was a set of chopsticks from Panda Express. So she had to continue on her journey to find a fork. So then she stopped at a KFC, thinking that all these food places, somebody's got to have a fork somewhere. So she got to KFC, she ordered a bucket of chicken.
Stop. Go.
And she ordered the bucket of chicken, but it wasn't very good. So she decided to ask the man working behind the corner for the nearest fork store. He told her, "You dumb foreign bitch, there is no such thing as a fork store. Get out of my restaurant or I will cap your ass."
Stop. Go.
Because, in fact, all KFC managers have the ability to cap anyone who comes into their store and just starts gallivanting all over the place. So, she left on her quest to get her fork, thinking, oh my god, there's no fork store in this whole damn town. What am I going to do?
Go.
And do she did.
Die, motherfucker.
I didn't want it. Okay, alright. Start myself a nice little bath here. Oh, it's a nice bath. But it needs some toast.
That's my self-depreciation. Go.
Unfortunately, in the ravenous madness of this guy telling her she was a dumb bitch not on a fork store, she luckily carried her now severed flippers that used to be her one single leg and is now 2 legs in her book bag. She took it out and she commenced to beat this KFC employee over the face immediately until he was nothing more than a bloody, kind of gimpy mess on the floor. Then she left and tipped him a quarter.
Stop. Go.
At that point, she realized she had left her fish on the bus, which was now on its way to Denver, Colorado. So she had to leave Chicago and jump on a Greyhound bus and get over to Denver, Colorado, where she has never seen snow before.
Stop. Go.
From the ocean. When you live in the ocean, the snow covers the top layer and it never gets really down to the bottom. It's like she never knew if she was cold-blooded or warm-blooded until she got there. Because she was freezing. And she died, motherfucker,
Die.
Now, oh, look at this guy. He looks like good to eat. Oh, God. Not good.
That's by eating at Denny's. Go.
Seemed to her because she'd only been used to being in the tropical climates of the South Caribbean. Unfortunately, she not only wasn't used to the mid-Atlantic current swift, which made the oceans really cold, but she was not used to on land.
She was in the mountains. She was up to 8,000 feet, and she had never been above sea level before. She didn't even have her sea legs. She had human legs, and she didn't know how to climb a mountain. So
Stop.
she...
Go.
So she thought to herself,
It was called You Can't Argue It. It was called.
you want this? You want this? I'll give it to you, Mr. Tinkles. Could you wait 1 second? All right.
Cat's by showing his mother a new trick. You have to sum up the story and give us a moral. in 2 lines.
So Ariel found the bus that Flounder was on and ate him with a spork. The moral of the story.
Die, motherfucker, die!
I guess we'll never understand the moral of that story.
Thanks, Ika. Thanks.